Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Darian Jones. I'm the Digital and Development Specialist at Care Partners. We're here with a hot topic this morning. We're super excited for Andrea Zaite. She's going to be talking about what is a geriatric care manager. So she's the owner of Z Geriatric Care Services, and so we're super excited for her to be here with us today. Real quick, from Care Partners, we are doing our modified programming still for the coronavirus. So most of our traditional in-person programming is suspended still. But for the best information, you should contact one of your coordinators, so either Nancy or Caitlin. You can also check our website or give us a call at 713-682-5995. We'd love to hear from you and talk to you. And if you need any help, just let us know. You can also email us at info@carepartnerstexas.org. If you have any pictures you want to share or stories you want to tell us about the different things you're doing or how you're keeping busy during this time, we would love to hear from you. And I think with that, we're going to go ahead and get started with our topic. So I'm going to introduce our speaker. Hi, good morning, Andrea.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday.
Monday.
Spring is on the way, right?
I know, yeah.
Starting to come back, especially after the freeze, which is very exciting for me and my garden. Today, I wanted to share with all of you the topic that's near and dear to my heart. Two things today. One is Happy Social Worker Month. I am a social worker by trade. I have been a social worker for over 36 years now, and I can't think of anything else that I'd rather be besides a geriatric or aging life care manager. So a lot of people don't really know what is an aging life care manager and how does somebody in aging life care help you take care of your loved ones or take care of yourself if you're someone who thinks that you might need help navigating everything that's out there to help you remain independent in your home and safe and living the best life that you can be living at this time. So I want to just provide for you some basic information, by far kind of basic, 15-minute elevator speech, so to speak, about what is a care manager. So first of all, there's three main areas that I feel we support caregivers and people to live their best life. And the first area I want to talk about is the professional support that we offer. So as a social worker, personally, as a medical social worker, I've been in the medical social work field for 25 years, and I've provided services both medically in hospitals, home health care, hospice, and also have done a lot of work with people with severe disability. So I worked for state government in Ohio, and I think that I have a wide range of what is out there, how to meet your needs in those areas. And so professional support is going to start with an assessment of your needs and or your loved one's needs. An assessment includes assessing the environment, whether it be your apartment, your home, assisted living, whatever environment you are in and want to remain in. And we assess it for safety. We assess it for ability to remain in there in your current situation, whether it be using a walker, wheelchair, whatever the case might be, and how to modify if necessary. The other thing that we do is after a large assessment, and also I just want to say assessment includes assessing cognitive capabilities, assessing, depression. It can be, sometimes I look at whether a person has depression. So we're assessing a wide range, your skill area, what your needs are, and how to remain in your environment as independent as possible. The other way that we provide professional support is once all those things are done, I'm going to talk to you about a plan of action. And this plan is going to include all those areas that I assessed. And we're going to say, who is going to help you manage this plan? It can be family members, it can be professional assistants, anyone, a friend, a local church group can help. So anyone who's going to help you in those areas that we identified as needs. We're going to link you to services that you need. So because I've been in this community in the south east part of Texas, in Houston area for at least 21 years now, I have a wide range of resources that I can provide to you, people and companies that I trust to provide services. And sometimes that includes home modification. I have some great resources for home modification. I have great resources for private duty providers and people that I think will do the best job for you based on your needs. And then sometimes families don't agree on how these things should be done. So mediation is another area that, I help facilitate discussions, help ease disagreements, ease people's minds, I hope, when we develop plans to make people feel comfortable about what everybody wants. And one of the areas is to talk about hard topics, like what do we want the end of our life to look like? How do we want to be cared for? How do we want hospice? Do we want a DNR? All those really kind of strenuous topics that not everyone likes to talk about. The last and final thing that I think in the professional aspect is, and the most important in my mind, is crisis intervention. We all have crisis healthcare issues. As we age, things happen to us, unfortunate things based on our health and well-being, like medical emergencies are a very big thing. And I have been in the emergency room 24/7 with people, helping people navigate the medical emergencies that occur. Emergencies like, I need to go out of town, but I need somebody to be with my mother while I'm gone. What can I do emergently to get care in the home? I can do those kinds of things. I have been, helping people navigate illnesses where is the best doctor to help you with that medical problem. So any crisis intervention. And the next thing is, I want to say, I feel very passionate about as well, is I am the daughter that maybe you don't have, or I'm the daughter that is in town because your daughter lives out of town. I have many, many clients at this time where their family lives in another state. And especially during COVID, I'm your eyes and your boots on the ground. I help people because you're not here. And I monitor and I ensure all those needs are met. I'm monitoring staff situations, provider situations, making sure the providers and the companies that you hire are doing the right things, and reporting back on a regular basis, whether that be via text, calls, FaceTime, emails, however you want to receive your information, or all of the above. I identify and make changes and adjustments to care plans based on what I see when I visit where the home, the apartment, the assisted living, wherever the person is. I visit them on a regular basis. I call that supportive service and visits, and I report back what I see, and I make changes and report necessary changes. I keep families as informed as I can. Sometimes I take pictures. Sometimes I help with FaceTime visits because a lot of our seniors might not know how to use new technology. So anything that I can do to keep you connected with your loved one if you live far away. And I just give you peace of mind, I hope. to know that somebody is there in case of emergencies. And I have intervened many times, going and being in the hospital, visiting in the hospital for people who can't be there. I always provide ongoing evaluations and keep adjusting that care plan as necessary. The third area is the coordination of care. And again, this is finding the best options for folks when they need, let's say, more care than they're currently receiving. Let's say they were totally independent at home. They had a housekeeper and a gardener, but now once or twice a week, they need somebody to come in, run errands. What are the links to those services? Or mom and dad are running out of money, and what do they need to do to preserve the money they currently have? How do we help them maintain their current level of independence with the money as it is? And linking you up to lawyers in the community that can help you, estate planners, trust officers, things that you don't really think about you might need. So there's a lot of things out there that we don't think about, and ways to finance. So let's say we're running out of the cash money, but there's other ways to finance your care that is out there that we don't really think about, or maybe you don't know about. Just because you can't know everything, there's not a book. Like when new parents, a baby's born, they're like, I don't know, there's not a book. Well, there's a lot out there that we can help you link to as a care manager. We're also the communication hub. So we help you communicate with your agencies that you're utilizing, help you communicate with a lawyer if you need one. I've done a lot of Zoom calling where everyone on the team gets on the Zoom call and we talk about, okay, how we're going to make all these things happen for this person, this member of the team, this member of the team, and what are they going to do? So I'm the coordinator. I'm the person who puts that all together for you. Another very important thing in terms of being a social worker and being in the care management field as a geriatric care manager, I am going to be advocating politically, locally, on the local political scene. I do advocate. I write letters to our representatives. I make sure that issues that are important to seniors at this time are known. I think it's important to link you up to good services that you need in terms of all those spam callers, all those people that are calling our seniors, trying to rip them off. I'm always talking to Medicare fraud lines. I have advised recently some people in situations on Medicare fraud and putting you in touch with Medicare fraud people who can help you if that's occurring. And those are very important roles, and take it very seriously. As a social worker, I think advocacy is my greatest role to help maintain everyone's independence in the community. I ensure the quality of care and the effectiveness of the care that is being provided to your loved one or to yourself, making sure that all the people involved in your life and all the people providing you care are doing the best that they can. And that sometimes includes me providing education to those individuals that are helping you, because education is our greatest ally in how we receive care and our provided care. And there's so many resources today in terms of education. It's very exciting to know that all these things are coming out on the internet. Like Care Partners is providing all these tools for people online. And I think it's just really wonderful. And I'm glad to be a part of that as well, and helping provide education to you out there so you have all the knowledge you need to do the best you can do for your loved one. And then I help as any new problems arise, and they always do. Things just happen. And you just need somebody to talk to. Sometimes you just want to text me and say, this happened today. It's not a big deal, but it really bothered me and I just need somebody to talk to. And I am also that person. I'll answer my text, my phone as much as I can. I'm 24/7. People get frustrated. The care provision role is a very difficult role. They just need somebody to talk to. They need a supportive voice. They need to know they're doing a good job sometimes, because they're getting yelled at, or, there's frustration and there's family arguments, or my sister says I didn't do this right, or my brother wants this done and it's just not possible. And just being there to talk through all that. So those are the three main areas that I feel are very much a large part of my role as a care manager. The other thing that you should know is that I am a certified care manager. So I have to maintain education, continuing education, 30 in my social work field and 30 per year as a care manager, certified care manager. So I am constantly updating and educating myself. I'm constantly reading and trying to get what's best out there. I'm updating myself on what's new technology-wise to help little things. How do you help your loved one take their medication on time? Remind them, manage all the medications. Sometimes people are on 10 to 15 different medications. Are those 10 to 15 medications appropriate? Helping to link you to resources in the community. I'm always updating my resources, talking to new people as much as I can, looking at new doctors, looking and working with geriatricians, nurse practitioners in the area. So rest assured that care managers are really, really, really required to be educated. And some care managers are nurses. Some care managers have degrees in geriatrics. So we have a wide range of education, and we do all. Hopefully, a lot of us belong to the Aging Life Care Association. I want to take time to plug that. If you ever need resources or to find a care manager in your area, please visit the Aging Life Care Association website. They're a fantastic resource for you. So those are the things that I think are important for you to know in the short segment we have here this morning. And if you're on and you have questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Please call me if you go to my website, A to Z Gericare.com. I can get in touch with you. I can answer any questions you have. I also do a no charge free consultation, especially during this time of COVID. I can do a 30-minute phone consultation just to give you maybe some starting points. I've talked to families. Mom fell and now she's in the hospital and they're telling us she cannot go home. What do we do? Where do we turn to? What are the local rehabilitation facilities that can help us? So please don't hesitate to call me, and maybe I can find a way to help you. I also sometimes do just a consultation. So if you're not looking to hire a care manager full-time, maybe you can't afford that, but you still need to be pointed in the right direction. And I can do a one-time 2 to 3 hour consultation. And what I'll do then is I'll come out and do some small evaluations, kind of get a general idea of what your problems are, where the shortfalls are, and give you, a written care consultation to just address those specific areas that you feel you're needing help with right at this moment. So again, there's so many ways for me to help you. Please contact me or contact a local care manager in your area. And I know Houston is a huge demographic, so we have care managers in several areas of Houston. We have some care managers in the greater Houston area, on the north side and on the northwest side of Houston as well. So there's several of us out there, not a lot, but we are here in the greater Houston area. So please go to the Aging Life Care Association website to kind of get a feeling of, how many people are out there, and is there somebody close to you? And also interview us. Who's a good fit for you? Just like you're going to interview people to help you or to help your loved one, you want to interview like who's good for you in the greater Houston area. So is there any questions this morning?
We did have a comment from Kara earlier. She said, "Hi, Andrea, happy Social Worker Month." So I just thought that was kind of fun.
Thank you.
And I don't know, one thing that I was noticing or listening along is it seems that you can kind of come in any step along the process and really help be a support system and help figure out a plan. Can you just tell us, yeah.
So a lot of people wait because they think, it's like because Medicare is only the medical aspect of our care, and that insurance only covers the medical aspect. And this care management and getting home care and getting services are not covered under our current healthcare system. So people wait because it's an outlay of cash. Maybe they are worried about spending money, but the idea is that you have saved your whole life to be retired, to be at this point, and now here you are, and you don't want to wait to bring people in until you're very, very, very sick, or you're so disabled, or you just need so much care in the home, because then you're not going to know these people. If you have somebody in your home that has dementia, don't wait until they just don't know who's coming and going. Get a caregiver in once a week even, or get somebody in there to meet your loved one before it's to the point where they're not able to care for themselves, so that they are not afraid and they have a relationship, because you're going to build a relationship both with me and with your caregivers. And hopefully that relationship becomes like family almost.
That's what I was going to touch on next, was just the relationship aspect. It really seems like you're not just there to help and give advice, but you really are there to give the emotional and almost like you said, a family support system. So that's really interesting. We had a question. So what is the range or typical hourly fee for geriatric care managers?
I charge a flat fee of $125 an hour. Some people charge mileage as well. I do not, because I also have, I sometimes take people to the doctor, and I also most of the time recommend, if you're not going to the doctor with your mom or dad or your loved one, that somebody does, because they're not hearing what the doctor's saying. And I also go to the doctor, and I don't charge mileage, but some care managers do charge mileage to help with doctor appointments. So there's that. Some of the care managers in the area have a higher fee than I do. And I do not, I'm not a nickel and dimer. So if you text me because you have a small question and it's not that big a deal, I'm going to text you back, and I'm not going to, you're not going to see a charge for, oh, you texted me, or you have a simple question and you emailed me. I'm not here to nickel and dime people. I'm here to help you, help your loved one. And that's the goal. So.
Yeah. I'm going to put up the Aging Life Care information one more time, because that's how you said, if people are looking to identify or find one in their area, this will be a really great tool.
And Aging Life Care Association also has excellent little articles for people to read, or like little information that is very helpful on a day-to-day basis for caregivers as well. We care about you, caregivers.
Yes, exactly. And so, yeah, thank you so much for sharing all this really important information and just being here today with us. I hope everyone at home got your questions answered. And if you want to get in contact with Andrea, you should definitely go visit her website and reach out, because she's just such a great resource. And like she's been saying the whole time, she just really wants to help. And so thank you so much for being here. And I guess we'll probably end it here.
Okay, well, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate Care Partners.
Yeah, thank you so much. We really appreciate you too. Thank you everyone at home for your questions, and have a great week.
Thanks.
We'll see y'all soon.